Do you ever wonder what the meanings are on the $1 bill? This is a $1 bill. The front of it, the face of it, you have George Washington, the first president of the United States. And there's various things on here like serial numbers and what bank it's made in, and there's numbers and letters. You'll see there's a B in there, also matches the B on the number and stuff like that. But the interesting stuff is on the back. You flip it over, you have the pyramid. On the pyramid, you have a saying, Annuit Coeptus. You've got an all-seeing eye where the missing cornerstone is. And you've got, at the base of the pyramid, which is very hard to see without a magnifying glass or very good vision, it has the Roman numerals MDCCLXXVI, which simply translated into numbers is 1776. Okay, the year of independence. And then there is a banner waving here, or a bottom banner, and it says Novus Ordo Seclorum. Now, very simply put, of course, the pyramid goes back to the ancient pyramids, which is a wonder in nature, or a wonder, not really in nature, it's a wonder in human development. Because nobody knows how they built the pyramid, why they built the pyramid, and how perfect the pyramid is just puzzled people for years. And I'm not talking about all the other pyramids, it's the Great Pyramid, the one in the middle. Now, the meaning behind this is the base of the pyramid is 1776. That's what the foundation of this country is based on, the Declaration of Independence. If you count each layer of stone on the pyramid, get out your ruler and get out something sharp to point at, like a needle. There's actually 13 layers of stone. The 13 layers of stone represent, of course, the 13 colonies. Why the pyramid is unfinished? The simple meaning is, others have laid the foundation that we must complete. And the reason it says Annuit Coeptus, it means God is of this, or He approves of this undertaking. And of course, I believe that's God's eye, because who else would it be? Louis? Charlie? It's a mystical eye, it's God. So this whole undertaking is of God. Novus Ordo Seclorum. New order for the ages. Pretty cool, huh? Of course, it says in God we trust. Then you go to this side, it has the national emblem, which is the bald eagle, the great American bald eagle. Of course, there's some symbolism here as well. In old days, we always had the eagle change which direction his head was facing. If it was a time of war, his head would point toward the talons, which is on his left, which would be our right. If it was a time of peace, his head would face toward the olive branch. And then after so many wars and so many days, we basically leave it alone, and we keep him looking toward peace. So the theory behind that is the arrows in his left foot have 13 arrows, also representing the original 13 colonies. The olive branch he holds in his right foot has 13 leaves and 13 berries, each representing the 13 colonies. The banner or motto that he is holding in his beak goes from one side to the other, and it says E Pluribus Unum, or E Pluribus Unum. Either way, translated, it means out of many, one. And the reason the bald eagle is looking toward the olive branch is, the meaning behind it is, as a country, we desire peace. We're not a warmongering country. If we could be and were, we'd take over the world, or try to by now. But we are a country that desires to live in peace and to have peace. But we have talons with arrows, which means that we are prepared to fight, at the ready to fight, and are able to fight if we need to. And then out of the heavens you see the Star of David. That Star of David is comprised of 13 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, first row has 1, second row has 4, third row has 3, fourth row has 4 again, and 1, which is 13. And of course the heavens refers to God again, which refers to the Judeo-Christian foundation of our land. That is the secret meaning behind the $1 bill. And also, if you have an authentic $1 bill, if you turn it back around to the front, there's actually a little spider right above my thumb. You can't see him. See this little ledge here where it curves down? There's a little tiny spider. He's probably the one that made all these webs that go around here. They've never actually updated the $1 bill to the modern times. The modern times they have, you'll see here, they got different colored ink. They get the hidden band. Oh, see, they got the different colored ink on the front. The superimposed face, which is in, if you hold it up to the light, you'll see a face. See over here, Andrew Jackson as well, coming through, which you can't really see on the front. Well, you can too. If you hold up to the light, you can see it on either side. But it's still Andrew Jackson. But see, the modern ones, they have like a little band that runs through. You can barely see it, but it's that little band that goes across. It says 20, USA 20, USA 20. And this ink here turns from green to red. If you hold this way, it looks green. Hold that way, it turns red. Those are all things to try to hurt or hinder people from counterfeiting. But they're still good counterfeiters. They can still do it. But this is actually made of cloth. So it's not really paper. It's actually cloth. That's why you can actually put it in the washer and it'll... incidentally, there are 3 denominations, one of which is currently not printed, but 3 denominations that do not contain or have presidents on them. It's not this one because Andrew Jackson was a president. It's the $10 bill, which is Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton. He was just the first Secretary of the Treasury. And he was never a president, but he was so important that they put him on the $10 bill. And the other guy that's not a president is the $100 bill, which I happen to have here. Turn it over. Benjamin Franklin was never a president. He was an elder statesman, he was a founding father, but he never was president. And the one we don't know about is Mr. Chase, I guess the guy that started Chase Manhattan Bank. He was on the $10,000 bill, which we don't even print anymore. And a bill you may never hardly see is the $2 bill. And the interesting bit of trivia about this is the only bill in which there's 3 presidents. Because, of course, you got Thomas Jefferson, the second president, on the $2 bill, $2 bill. And he also wrote the Declaration of Independence. But if you flip it over, you see the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and you will see readily there's Thomas Jefferson right there in the middle, I believe. Let me look. That could be Alexander Hamilton. Hold on. No, Alexander Hamilton's over here. It is... what the heck? Or Thomas Jefferson's that guy right there. No, that's Thomas Jefferson, I'm telling you. That's Thomas Jefferson right there in the middle. He was a stately man, good-looking guy, had lots of girlfriends, you know. Then you have the little short guy over here in the end is Adams. He was also a president. And then in the background, you can kind of see the profile of a man all by himself back there. That's George Washington, right there above my thumb. So that's why there's 3 presidents on this one. 1, 2, 3. That's my trivia lesson of American money.